Put your heart in it is ancient advice, but just as timely today as ever. Since we're beginning to look at the man after God's own heart in 1 Samuel, today's Morning Minutes in the Bible on Throwback Thursday reaches back to February 1984 and some thoughts on the importance of the heart in our service to God. From Plain Talk Magazine, With All My Heart by Robert F. Turner. For 20 years, this page has promoted better attitudes, not because we felt attitude alone could suffice, but because acceptable obedience can proceed only from an acceptable heart. We believe God treats man as capable of doing right, and on this basis justly condemns man when he sins, Romans 1:18 through 3:23. We believe God, in mercy, gave his Son to die in man's behalf, making salvation by grace, 3 verses 24 through 26. We believe this redemption is freely given for all, but is applied only to the true believer, having faith which works by love, John 3:16 and Galatians 5 verse 6. But absolute perfection is no more found in followers of the new covenant than in followers of the old, Philippians 3:12 and following, and Romans 7:18 and following. The very best man does is try, press, will to do God's will. This may be summed up in saying he can give himself to God, trusting in his mercy, Matthew 16:24. And God must be the final judge, looking into the very heart of man, Romans 2:16, Hebrews 4:13 through 16, 2 Corinthians 5:10. God has ever desired a circumcised heart, Deuteronomy 10:16, Romans 2:28 and 29. So-called obedience, which promoted self-satisfaction solely in the doing, has always been an abomination in the sight of God, 1 Samuel 15, verse 22, Micah 6, verses 6 through 8. Though we did all things commanded, we are to say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do, Luke 17, verse 10. Our hope, hence our trust, must remain in God. His law must be written upon hearts wanting to serve him, trying to do so. Only those who have so given themselves have the right to comfort in Christ, Hebrews 8:10 and following. When it, the heart or mind, turns to the Lord, the blessings in Christ are available, and not before then, 2 Corinthians 4, verses 13 and following. Paul served God with his spirit in the gospel, Romans 1:9. With his mind, he served the law of God, chapter 7, verse 25. This does not negate the need for overt action, but is the only way we can have assurance of forgiveness when we fail. A rebellious heart will prevent prayers of confession and pleas for mercy from reaching God, Isaiah 59, verses 1 through 8. So we have pled for pure hearts, knowing, with tremblings, the best and perhaps only way to teach purity is to live purely before God and man. This article was written by Brother Turner as he brought Plain Talk Magazine to an end after 20 years as the editor and primary writer. It was evident from my association with him that he practiced what he preached. Hopefully we all do. Thanks for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible on Throwback Thursday. Today will be my last video for a little over a week, but the Lord willing, I will be back on November 16th. So until then, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great week.